Hello everyone, this is Andie from Shamina Class 2020 and this video is titled Love Learnly. Here I'm gonna have a conversation with my future self, which I'll refer to as my future self. But before everything, I'm gonna share a scripture verse which I think fits the title.
The eyes of your understanding be enlightened, that ye may know what is the hope of his calling, and what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints. I think this scripture verse perfectly leads us into this discussion about vocation and discernment. For me, vocation means a mission I'm called to complete or a role that I'm called to play, and discernment means the practice of listening to God's voice in my life and discerning between, and telling the difference between good and bad choices. And I also want to thank Mrs. Williamson specifically because she just has this great intelligence and acceptance that always makes me feel enlightened and comfortable. And I learned a lot in her sociology class, not just about the subject itself, but also about how to be a kind and discerning person in this very complex world. So the most interesting memory in this class is when we had an activity where we had to rap the Matthew 22, love thy neighbor as thyself. And it was very interesting and it really helped me to memorize the whole thing. Well, because of the COVID-19 stuff, this is absolutely not what I was looking forward to. But I actually believe that it's a task from God, and it's also a good opportunity for us to learn about ourselves. For example, for me, I'm finally writing a novel I've been postponing because of my procrastination. And it also makes me realize how much I love my family and how much they care about me because, you see, I can't go back to China now and I don't know how and when I can go back. So, yeah, we miss each other, but I'm looking at the bright side. For example, coffee and waffle. Oh, and my cousin. Hi, what's your name? Changwing. I am planning to take a gap year before continuing my education because I realized the importance of accompanying my own family when I still can. I left my family when I was barely 16 for my own pursuit. As I'm approaching the success I've always wanted, I felt to share my family's life, their burden and joy. My life is now just about my individual success. It only makes me happy when I share the joy with my dearest people. I'm going to make full use of my single life and develop myself into a person of ideal. Not to say that I want to be perfect, but I will never stop improving and I will never waste a minute because I want to make myself a person useful for the society. My host mother always tells me that my calling is healing, and I think she's right about that because I always care a lot about other people around me. For me, the Great Commandment is almost like my intuition, that I always love myself, love others, and love God. Loving others just gives me the most fulfillment and makes me feel lovely. My plan now is to study psychology and literature in university, and I might want to become a psychiatrist in the future. I'm not sure about that yet, but I do know that my vocation is to become a healer. To become a healer, I'm going to work hard at school and learn knowledge. I'm also going to actively seek service opportunities so that I can always be helping others. While many people see dating as a way to change their dissatisfying status quo, I think dating should only happen when I'm pretty happy about myself. Because only with that self-love, I may have the sense of fulfillment and joy that I would really like to share with someone I appreciate. According to the 5 love languages quiz, my priority is always quality time together with my partner. Nothing says I love you more than full undivided attention at the moment. I think even if we're both busy, if we spend our limited time together faithfully and honestly communicating with each other, we can have a very stable relationship. I also enjoy words of affirmation and physical touch like hugging because they assure me that I'm cared for. I absolutely look forward to my marriage and I really hope that it is going to be a successful one. One of the things that worries me the most is whether my spouse and I are going to agree on a way to educate our kids. Raising the kids is a huge part of my plan for marriage, and I think it is a really big task for the couple. It is not enough to just have the thought to raise good kids. We also need to agree on the methods and cooperate with each other. I know that sometimes disagreements of this kind can even lead to the breakdown of a family, which is horrible, but I'm absolutely gonna accept the challenge and see how things go. So I'm going to do this part as a very casual memo. So first of all, I'm thankful for the past, for the people who have taught me stuff, and for the environment I'm about to say goodbye to. And also myself, because I survived everything, yay! And I remain powerful. And second of all, for my present, it's already May right now, and I'm currently going through a lot. I mean, not just me. All the people around the world, they're all going through awful things. And though I'm not able to have a normal graduation, I get to experience this once-in-a-lifetime experience. And I really take time to rest. And I observe the world through such a unique lens, and I talk to people. So I guess I'm still grateful for everything right now, even though it's kind of awful. For the future self, so this is kind of like a letter to my future self. So, dear my future self, I hope that you stay hopeful and remember that you are unstoppable. Life is tough, and that's why hope is the only way to go. I hope you always love people as you love yourself, because you've always loved yourself so much so far. And I wish that your efforts are all rewarded and you get the love you deserve. So that's it. Bye!